A monster weekend here in the world of sports. NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs, Major League Baseball. We got the Masters. And, oh, let us not forget here, guys, we got European soccer, Champions League soccer, England, Spain. We got people playing all over the world, and nobody better to help us profit this weekend in the world of soccer than our good friend Charles Meshell at ROI Capper 1, part of the Offshore Gaming Association. He joins us here. And, Charles, thank you for taking a few minutes out to kind of point us in the right direction this weekend, man.
No problem, Joe. I appreciate you having me on today.
All right, so it is a monster week in the world of sports, but it's also a pretty big week, of course, in the world of Champions League soccer. So why don't we start in England, Premier League, right? Why don't we start there? This is going to be Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Talk to me about Fulham versus Everton. What do you like in this game?
Fulham versus Everton, and this we have just a handful of matches remaining in England's top flight league, and if those have not noticed, Fulham are pretty much, they've already been relegated, so they're pretty much fade material at this point in the season. They come in having lost their last 9 matches in all competitions, and their last 4 at home as well. They're also conceding goals at an epic clip. They have allowed in a minimum of 2 goals in their last 13 outings. Plus, they've seen the over eclipse 2.5 goals in 5 of their last 6 home matches as well. Everton come in great form. They have won 3 straight matches, including defeating both Arsenal and Chelsea along the way, which are England's big 6 clubs in the league. They've also had a pretty productive record against Fulham. They have won 3 straight against the Cottagers as well. Everton have also been quite effective hitting the back of the net during their travels. They have scored at least 2 in their last 3 away. They're also averaging 1.4 on the season on the road as well. And the series between Fulham and Everton has seen the over 2.5 cash in 9 of the last 10 meetings. So that being said, I'm going to back Everton to win straight up. You can either get that in the money line full-time or in the minus 10.5 full-time spread. That's anywhere from minus 125 to minus 135, 1.74 on the European market as well. I'm going to back Everton. Team total over 1.5. I do not see any way they do not score at least 2 goals. And I'll go ahead and throw in the over 2.5 or 2.75 total full-time goals because Fulham, as bad as they have been, they still generally will produce a goal at home. They are averaging 2 goals at home during the season as well. So I could definitely see them pulling back at least 1. And both teams to score have cashed in 3 of the last 4. The specific meeting as well, so I could definitely see them pulling 1 back. So I'll back, once again, Everton to win straight up. Team total over 1.5 for the Toffees and over 2.5 or 2.75 total full-time goals. English Premier League, tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, Fulham versus Everton.
There you go. Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, guys, right there up on the screen. Fulham versus Everton. Let's keep it also on the same date here, 13th on Saturday, a little bit later in the day. We got the Seville Derby. Is that correct? Is this Spain, La Liga? Is that what we're looking at right now? What do we got going on in this match?
Spain, La Liga, battle of southern Spain. This is a classic rivalry in La Liga. The last time these two played at Sevilla Stadium, they went for 8 goals. They even posted that on my page as well for all to view. This is a special rivalry. It is done 4 goals, plenty of action as well. Actually, Sevilla come in. They had been in pretty poor form, but they have picked it up as late. They made a managerial change. They currently sit 5th in the table. This is also a top 10 battle in the La Liga table as well. So Sevilla come in, have recently picked up their form. They have scored at least 2 goals in 5 of the last 6 home games as well, and have seen the over cash in 3 of the last 4 as well. Both teams to score has also been a pretty consistent wager or investment, hitting 3 of the last 4 times that these two specific clubs have met up as well. Betis, they come in having scored at least 1 goal in their last 8 matches and scored at least 1 goal in 1 of their last 4 away matches as well. That being said, definitely predict goals in this one. Their first meeting stayed under, so it definitely falls in my category of going over the second time of the season. I will go with the over 1.25 total first half goals. You can actually get that at plus money. That's around plus 105, 2.05 on the European market. I'll get the over 2.75 or 3. If you can get the 2.75 alternative, I would also grab that. If you can get the 3, that's going off around minus 105, 1.95 on the European. I'll also back Sevilla, team total, over 1.5. I definitely see them putting at least 2 in the back of the net. And if you can find the prop option, both teams to score in over 2.5 goals, it's going off around minus 110. I would also go ahead and look at making that an investment for the Seville Derby that goes off at 2:45 p.m. Spain La Liga on Saturday.
All right, there you go. He is Charles Meshell, of course, our good friend of the show here, part of the Offshore Gaming Association. Nobody does soccer, European football quite like our friend Charles here has delivered consistently every week. Did the same thing last weekend for us, and I'm sure he's going to deliver again this weekend. All right, you gave us 2 matches there, England, Spain. Why don't we head over to Germany? Talk to me what we've got on well, actually, I'll tell you what. Before we get to Germany, because that's Sunday, let's keep it going on with Saturday. You got a little something going on in Greece, is it? The Super League? Is that what we're looking at?
Greece is also on Sunday. So
it's Sunday. Okay, so they're both
yeah,
so they're both
absolutely.
on Sunday. All right, we got it labeled wrong, but that
Absolutely.
is also the 14th. So both of these 2 games now are on Sunday. We'll start then in something called a Hoffenheim. So why don't we go ahead with that? Talk to us about a Hoffenheim.
Hoffenheim have been on fire. They come in with their 31-year-old manager, Julian Nagelsmann. Well, they leads his men home against a struggling Hertha Berlin side, who currently sit 11th in the table. Hoffenheim are coming off back-to-back 4-goal performances, which they are averaging 2.8 goals in their last 5 matches, and 3.5 goals over their last 4 outings as well. They come in unbeaten in 5 of their last 6 outings and have scored at least 2 goals in their last 3 home matches as well. This particular series, we've seen both teams to cash in their last 4 meetings. Hertha come in averaging, even though they have struggled, they generally will hit the back of the net at least 1 time. They are averaging 1.6 goals on the road this season, even though they've lost their last 4 matches. Like I said, they're at least hitting the back of the net. They have conceded at least 11 goals over the last 4 matches, and at least 2 goals per outing in their last 4 as well. So, although they are hitting the back of the net, they just cannot keep teams from scoring. And Hoffenheim at home are a juggernaut. Their style of play, they are up-tempo. constantly attacking, moving quickly within Nagelsmann's flow of attack as well. So I will go ahead and back once again, the over 1.25 or over 1.5. The 1.5, if it's the only one offered, you're getting that at even money to go off as well. I'll go ahead and grab the over 3.25, or if it's not available,
Oh, did we lose Charles there? Oh, sorry there, Charles.
We're still here?
Oh, there you go. Sorry about that. We lost you. So go ahead. You could give me the team total one more time.
All right. Hoffenheim team total over 2. I do not see them leaving this match day with less than 2. If it lands on 2, you push, but I definitely see them hitting at least 3 by the end of the full-time period. And if you can find the prop, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals, I would go ahead and lock that in as well. As both teams to score is a little bit more pricey, so if you can get that prop, I would definitely go ahead and recommend that as well. So that's the over 1.25 or over 1.5 total first half, over 3.25 or over 3.5 full-time. Hoffenheim team total over 2, and both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. That's Germany Bundesliga. That goes off at 7:30 a.m. on Sunday, April the 14th.
All right, and let's move, of course, over to Greece. Let's go to Greece now. A little bit later in the day, noon. In fact, on Sunday is what we're looking here. Talk to me about what we got. Monster picks here. Talk to me.
This is my blowout special for the day. I can generally find a couple of those on the board per day as well. This is just one that has stuck out to me. Olympiacos, Greek giant in the league, currently sits second in the table. They welcome 11th place Sante to their home pitch as well. I won't go into as much detail on this one. I'll just say that I'm backing the over 1.25 total first half. I'll get Olympiacos -1 on the first half spread. I see a 2-0 by halftime. Also see them adding at least one more goal, maybe even 2, but I'll just say maybe one more in the second half. So if you can find the -2 or -2.25 full-time spread, and then Olympiacos team total over 2.5, like I before mentioned, I definitely can see a 3-0, 4-0 final score line in the Greece Super League, and that is Sunday at noon, Olympiacos versus Sante.
That's what we're talking about here, guys. That's why we love him. Charles Meshell at ROI Capper 1. So you guys got plenty of opportunities to profit this weekend in European soccer. Don't forget here, guys, plenty of opportunities. Charles has been killing it here all year. He's been providing you guys nothing but winners every week that he comes on. So we appreciate his time, and certainly make sure, do yourself a favor, guys. A lot of free plays coming from his Twitter page there all throughout the week at ROI Capper 1. Make sure that you guys are following them. And Charles, we appreciate your time as always, my friend. Good luck with these games. It's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll all be swimming in it come on Monday, getting ready, of course, for the following week as even more opportunities in the world of soccer will present themselves. So we appreciate it, my friend, and go ahead, give us your shout out.
Absolutely. Definitely want to shout out Capper Enterprise on Twitter, top verification service going. And then we do have Champions League again on Tuesday and Wednesday. So definitely some more opportunities to reinvest your weekend profits as well.
That's what we're talking about. All right, Charles Meshell at ROI Capper 1, guys. Make sure you're tailing him. Charles, best of luck, man. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate your time.